CPI Preview. Searching for inflation cooling tendencies. New York economic facts predicted on Friday has marketplace individuals anxiously awaiting confirmation that decades-high inflation reached its summit in March and has started its long hike back down the mountain. While the Labor Department's Consumer Price Index (CPI), which tracks the value to urban consumers of a basket of objects, is expected to boost up to 0.7% from 0.3%, whilst stripped of risky meals and electricity products, it is visible cooling a nominal 0.1 percentage point to 0.5%. Year-on-year, Consensus has headline CPI conserving regular at a blistering 8.3% and sees a center CPI print of 5.9%, which would mark a welcome 0.3 percentage point decline. You're going to see a high headline number, frequently because of gas and meals, stated Peter Tews, president of Chase Investment Counsel in Charlottesville, Virginia. But the center quantity will probably mitigate some. It's a trend within the proper route, Tews added. A decreased center analyzing would be the second amongst main signs to expose inflation's April pullback become now not a fluke. The first sign turned into the wage increase detail in remaining Friday's employment record. Graphic. Inflation, resurgent demand versus hobbled international supply chain, the healing of which has been stymied by way of Russia's conflict on Ukraine and current Chinese COVID regulations have dispatched charges hovering nicely past the U.S. Federal Reserve's average annual 2% goal. The vital financial institution has sprung into action in current months, raising the Fed funds target fee by way of 75 basis points in its efforts to toss bloodless water at the economy and rein in inflation. 2 extra 50 basis factor interest rate hikes are expected at the conclusion of the Federal Open Market Committee's FOMC, June and July economic coverage conferences. While some economists worry this abrupt tightening may want to cool the economic system into recession, a broad variety of latest information, overlaying the hard work, production and housing markets, for instance, have hinted at the possibility that the economic system is cooling on its personal, and might supply the Fed, which has pledged to remain agile in its response to monetary statistics, some wiggle room to take a more dovish flip Q4. Graphic. Fed price range target rate. Even if middle CPI cooperates with consensus, price growth stays stubbornly excessive, nicely outpacing wage inflation. If it lasts, this case cannot assist but dampen client spending. Electricity. Graphic. CPI and salary increase. As a result, purchasers who make a contribution approximately 70% of U.S. economic increase, are saving much less, dipping into savings and setting extra purchases on plastic, at the same time as their sentiment stays low and their inflation expectations stay increased. A lot of people are hurting to cowl meals and energy prices, Tews said. It's a painful environment available. Savings is down and credit use is up. Graphic. Consumer financial savings, expectancies and credit. Graphic. UMISH inflation expectations. After Friday's CPI record, marketplace contributors will turn their recognition to subsequent weeks' producer prices information and the declaration from the Fed due on Wednesday at the realization of its two-day financial meeting, at which the valuable financial institution is visible implementing the second of its 3 consecutive predicted 50 basis point interest charge hikes. But for now, CPI has the spotlight. If it indicates a shockingly high base quantity and a mitigating core quantity, the markets is probably okay with that, Tews delivered. We'll recognize through the next day at the moment.